Tell me, can you see and hear okay? I'm still adjusting to my new studio. Welcome to my new studio. So happy to be here. We're talking about big dreams and small steps. So, back in December, I did a workshop called Made for More. If you did that workshop, shout me out. Tell me how much you loved it. It was amazing. I loved it. I love delivering it. We had better feedback, like more incredible feedback on that workshop than ever before. And I feel like it's my job to be a dream peddler, to remind you of who you are, that you have big things to do in the world, to remind you to dream again and dream big. So I did that. And now, what I'm noticing inside my program is that I think we get a little bit impatient with the results. So today we're talking about the small steps that seem boring and mundane, seem like they're not going to get you there, that lead to your big dreams or your goals. We speak in Life Mentoring School language, we speak in 90-day cycles. So we set 90-day goals, and we are 1 month into our new goals. And I love helping people with this because I feel like at this point is when people get a little like, okay, not much is changing. I don't see the results yet. I'm like, okay, but are you taking the small steps? Not only have you committed in your mind to the goal, whatever the goal is, but are you committing not just to doing the small steps, but are you committing to enjoying the small steps? That is what I need to know. Now, I need you to tell me if you're here on this live stream, is the audio okay? Oh, is that Aline? Hi. Oh, you're crushing it. Yes, yes, yes. One step at a time. You must be able to hear fine. Good. So today we're going to talk about those small steps, which is kind of the same word as discipline, but I want to bring it to you from a couple of different angles so that you can. Most people don't like the word discipline. I mean, maybe me not either. I don't know. But let's just reframe it and think about it in a way that serves us. So I pull up my notes because I want to read this quote. I found this quote in a podcast that I was listening to, and it is from the Greek philosopher Hesiod. And listen to this quote, you guys. Badness, you can get it easily. In quantity, the road is smooth and it lies close by. But in front of excellence, the immortal gods have put sweat, and long and steep is the way to it. Let me read that one more time. I love this quote. Badness you can get easily. In quantity, the road is smooth and it lies close by. But in front of excellence, the immortal gods have put sweat, and long and steep is the way to it. I don't say that, by the way, to depress you. I say that to inspire you, that most of the time people are just unintentionally just living their lives, settling for whatever comes, like not doing it intentionally, not spending their time or their resources or the fire that used to be in their belly, like not utilizing that and spending it intentionally. But I think what happens when we decide we do want to do it intentionally, when we remember who we are, when we remember the contribution that we were created to make, we start making changes and we get a little frustrated. We're like, why does this feel like it takes so long? So I want to tell you a little story. I got back from the gym this morning at around 9:45. So my normal daily routine, by the way, in a month or two, I'm going to be doing a mini course on my morning routine. I'm so excited about it. I'll tell you how you can get access to it. But part of my morning routine is to do the hardest thing on my list first. And that almost always for me involves some sort of writing an email, writing a new class, coming up with like writing new copy for a launch we're going to do, which is what I was doing this morning, or lately writing my autobiography to finish up our home study. I didn't realize at first that because the people interviewed us, but then we also just have to write the whole thing. So that was on my list yesterday. I finished the whole thing yesterday morning. I mean, I get so motivated by doing the hardest thing first. I don't get up and journal for 30 minutes. I don't get up and, read an hour of scripture. I do some of those things later in the day, but when I first get up, I eat the frog. Some productivity people call it eating the frog. Do the hardest thing first, and then everything else will feel easier. So I do that every morning, most mornings, and then I get Tom up, get him ready for school, take him to school, and then I go to the gym. I do this whole routine without thinking about it. And it has totally changed my life because just those few things, just the getting up early, the getting my most important work done first, getting him off to school, going straight to the gym, just that little bit. And I get home by 9:45. From doing that, I can create incredible things in my business, little steps at a time. I can create amazing workshops, one paragraph, one page at a time. I can build muscle, one workout at a time. 20-minute, this morning was like 20-minute workout is pretty hard. Not that bad though. And I don't notice a difference if I do one workout or if I write one paragraph or one page. But what happens over time is that those results compound. So when I decided to really start taking my health seriously, I joined a CrossFit gym here in my town. I love my gym so much. I love it with all my heart. I've been there in March. It will be 6 years that I've been there. I hired a coach, the CrossFit coach, to help me, and I trained with him for a couple months, just with he and I and my dear friend Jeannie Jett. And then I just started going to their classes. Y'all, I was so intimidated when I walked in there because there's like this big pull-up rig and people are swinging on the bar. They're doing handstands and they're lifting heavy barbells and then barbells are crashing on the floor. And I was intimidated, but I just committed to the process. I wasn't like, every month going, do I have a six-pack yet? Do I have six-pack abs? By the way, I'm 6 years in. I have no six-pack abs. But I have totally redefined my body composition. I have so much muscle mass now. I am so strong. I did 40 pull-ups this morning. Yesterday, I did 50 back squats at 170 pounds. I don't know. It's crazy the stuff I can do in there now by committing to the process, committing to one workout at a time every day without fail. Keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. This is what I've done in my business. I just keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up, little bits at a time. And we discount that. We think we're entitled to big results as soon as we change our minds and start doing something. And here's what I want you to know. It will happen, but it takes time. Let's go back to the quote of the Greek philosopher. The immortal gods have put sweat in front of excellence, and long and steep is the way to it. To which I say a hearty amen. There has been a lot of sweat to me getting stronger, and it's been a hill to climb. Steep and long has been the way. But the other thing that happens, and here's what you'll notice about the compound effect of small actions. Once it starts to compound, it's crazy. Now my level of productivity, because I taught myself years ago how to spend not even that much time, an hour and a half. Usually I have about 90 minutes in the morning. Once I, make the coffee, I don't go real fast. That 90 minutes has compounded over time to create something so incredible. That 20 or 30 minutes that I spend doing a workout in the gym after 6 years has compounded so much that I feel like I can do anything in there. I'm like the oldest lady in there for the most part. I'm not intimidated. I'm so excited to go in there every day. You will learn to love what you ought to love. Like, we don't love the discipline that it takes to do the hard thing morning after morning. We don't love how hard it is to keep showing up to something, but you will learn to love it. Ask my friend Aline. She's on here. She's heard me talk about getting stronger and going to the gym for so long. She's like, I'm just not a person who does that, until she became one, until she decided, not only am I doing it, I'm loving it. But you have to earn the right to love it. You won't love it at first, and that is okay. So I want to tell you what else that I realized about my own journey at getting stronger is that it does feel like a miracle to me, but that miracle came with a cost. Let me tell you a few things that it cost me. It cost me my pride because I had been kind of working out for years, but without that like firm mindset and intention of getting stronger and loving the process. It cost me my pride. I had to humble myself and go, apparently, I don't know how to do this, and I'm going to have somebody help me. It cost me time because I had to commit doing something hard every single day. Do you know how many times I thought to myself, if I just came straight home from taking Tom to school, I could get so much more done. I would have a whole nother hour and a half to get work done for my business. And then I would be so much more ahead, right? No, because what that hour dedicating to get stronger has given me, here's the crazy thing. So many of my good ideas come while I'm working out or while I'm walking. I give myself that chance to just build something strong in my body, and it complements my business, but in a different way. So that sacrifice of time has paid me back in spades so much. It's cost me a lot of money. Listen, if you're in my coaching program, you pay $97 a month. You know what I pay to go to my CrossFit gym? $150. Gladly. Every single month. No matter if I'm traveling and gone for 3 weeks out of the month like I was in December. So happy to invest in my health, in my mental and emotional wellness. It's such a good release. So I say that to say that one decision and all of the thousands of small steps that I have taken afterwards to honor that decision has made everything in my life better. Every single thing. I can't imagine my life without my coaches, the training they provide, the encouragement. I can't imagine my life without the community that I have at the gym. I can't imagine my life without lifting heavy barbells and swinging on the pull-up rig. I can't imagine it. I gave myself the best gift when I decided to get healthy, and I decided to somehow learn to love the process. So I want to give you 3 tips for how you can do this for yourself. I know this is possible because I've done it in every single area of my life, and I just watch it work over and over again. And here's what you need to have. Number 1, the mindset to do things you don't want to do. It seems simple, but I'm telling you, this is so important, y'all. And however, in your own mind, you can reframe it to be something that you do love to do. So last year, I was kind of disappointed with my nighttime routine. I have a killer morning routine. I will put my morning routine up to anybody, but my nighttime routine, no, not so much. I get so tired because I wake up so early. I get so tired at night. I'm grumpy. I'm never grumpy, but I'm grumpy if I have to stay up very late. And I would get too tired to, finish up my dishes or do my skincare or whatever it was. I'm just like done with the world at 8:00. Don't ask for anything else. And I just wanted to revitalize that. I'm like, I know I'm better than this, and so I just decided Like, what if it were possible that I could love that portion of the night as much as I love my morning routine? Wouldn't that be crazy? By the way, I'm not quite there yet, but I do love that part of nighttime. I've taught myself over the last year how to really enjoy that part of nighttime. And I used to like, oh, I just want to go to bed. And so I know I've watched myself do it in big ways and in small ways, and I know it works. You have to cultivate the right mindset. You have to decide, of course, you don't want to do it. There's part of you that doesn't want to do it. But the best, highest version of you knows you want to do it. And you got to build the muscle of her. So, almost with anything, there's this, a little weak part of you that doesn't want to do it. Of course, don't shame yourself for that. What we want to do is strengthen the part of you that does want to do it, not by saying, I should do it. No, by actually admitting that it's what you ultimately want. It might not be what you want right now, but it's what you ultimately want. So you frame it in a way that it feels so nourishing to you, that you love living your life this way, nourishing yourself this way. Because if you keep saying to yourself, like, oh, I hate this, like I used to do about my nighttime routine, which was no routine at all except to be grumpy and want to go to bed. If you keep doing that, you'll just keep creating the same thing because you'll do it for long enough that you can do it with willpower, but then willpower will run out. And what happens after you cultivate the mindset of doing it is you will actually start to love doing it. You'll love the process of doing it. Instead of just wanting the outcome, wanting the weight loss, wanting the clients, wanting your business to grow in a certain way, but no, just deciding, no, I love the process of all the little steps I take along the way. And I can be proud of myself for the process, whether or not I ever have six-pack abs. I'm probably never going to have six-pack abs. And I'm probably always going to love going to the gym because I've trained myself to do it. And you can do this too. You can train yourself to love what you want to love. Number 2 is you have to be willing to feel the emotions, willing to allow the emotions that come up for you in order to make your dreams come true. So you're going to have to be willing to feel disappointment. Like, oh, I don't really want to go to the gym. Oh, I don't, I really want to eat this, but I've told myself that's not how I'm eating. That's not how I'm nourishing myself. To be willing to feel the negative emotion that comes up because it will come up and you just allow it. Like, I just feel kind of sad and disappointed right now. And that's okay. And as long as you're allowing those emotions instead of resisting those emotions, they'll pass through you and you'll be on your way. The more you're willing to process the negative emotion that's keeping you from your dreams, I promise you right now, what stands between you and your dreams is some negative emotion that you're not willing to process and feel. So will you allow that to be there and still do the thing that you told yourself you're going to do? So this morning, this is such a great example. This morning, when I realized that the workout today was going to be on the assault bike, first of all, why would you call a machine an assault bike? Well, if you've ever ridden an assault bike, you know why. It feels like an assault to your personal space, to your quads, to your well-being, to, your good sense. Like, there's nothing fun about it. And the workout was the assault bike plus strict pull-ups. Now, I love pull-ups, but I don't do strict pull-ups that well. So I was not excited at all about the workout. And then I realized, like, oh, this is a partner workout. So that's going to be fun. And we just made it fun. We had a great time. I love my coaches. I love my community. I just was so glad after I did it that I did it. And you will be too, but you have to get over the hump of the negative emotion. And don't make yourself wrong for it. Go, of course, I don't want to do it. Of course, I said I'm going to go to the gym and I don't want to. Of course, I don't. My brain is actually designed to avoid pain and seek comfort. So, of course, it doesn't want to go ride the assault bike. But I know that there's a part of me that wants strength and health and true wellness. And I'm going to make that part of me stronger. So whatever negative emotion comes up, I'll just be with it, process it, allow it, and then I'll just go to the dang gym anyways. The third thing is that mindset, those thoughts, those beliefs about what's possible for you. I know I can get healthy. I'm getting stronger every day. Whatever you decide your mindset is, that mindset will begin to cultivate better emotions. You'll begin to be able to generate the emotions you want to generate to make your dreams come true. That comes, if you're just a month in, you're probably not there yet, and that's okay. But the third step is to let the emotions that you do begin to generate fuel the actions that you want to take, those small actions that you take over and over and over and over and over again. Now, those small actions don't seem important. I don't have my planner in front of me. I left it upstairs, but every day I spend a few minutes and fill out my planner for the day. It feels non-eventful. No fireworks go off. Nobody applauds me that I spent 10 minutes planning my day, deciding what I want to create in the day. That little bit of time over and over and over again for months and months and months and years and years and years has created, seriously, a life of my dreams. Just that little bit of action over and over and over and over again, sometimes despite the fact that I don't want to, sometimes despite the fact that I can make so many excuses for why this is not a good time. But I think I have learned to embrace the fact that in front of excellence, listen again, in front of excellence, the gods have put sweat, and long and steep is the way to it. If you knew that 5 years from now, you could weigh 20 or 30 pounds less, build 5 pounds of muscle, be as strong as you ever have been, would it be worth over and over and over showing up for yourself? Yes, it would. If you knew 5 years from now, and I'm not even saying that it's going to take 5 years, but I'm just saying, what if you were okay with that? What if you were okay that this can take some time? This is going to be a steep road. It's going to be a long way up there, and I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I promise you that things don't change until you change them. And when you start to do that and you start to take these small actions, they will start to compound. What I notice when people first come to me, for those of you who don't know, I run a coaching program called Life Mentoring School. And what I notice when people first start coming to me is that their life has spiraled in the opposite direction. All of the negative actions that they've been taking, the things that they haven't been doing, the bad habits they have, the gnawing little addictions that they have spiraled their life downwardly in a compound way. You're like, oh, how did I get here? I'm 40 pounds overweight. I have all this anxiety. I feel depressed. My marriage is in shambles. My money's out of whack. Like you feel like your whole life's out of whack. That's what I mean. Compound effect in either direction. And what will happen as you start taking these small steps that right now today feel like they don't matter. It feels like it wouldn't matter if I hadn't gone to the gym today. But those small steps taken over and over and over again, honoring the thing you really want over the thing you want right now, make a huge difference. It's the difference between having the life that you want, that you dream about, or being so disappointed in where you've ended up and not even sure how you got there. So I highly encourage you to have the big dreams, yes, but be committed to the small steps that will get you there. Discipline your mind. Or if you don't like that word, take small steps toward reframing how you see this thing that you really want. Allow the emotion that comes up when you're doing things that feel hard to do, and do them anyway. All right, dear ones, I hope that helps you make some headway toward your dreams. I am honored to speak some life into you, and I hope you will take it and run with it today. Go do something today that you don't want to do. Go do something today that you think you don't want to do, but that the highest version of you, the most nourishing, powerful, loving version of you does want to do. Go do something she wants to do, and you will make her stronger and more resilient. And then she will begin showing up to your life, and it will be easier and easier and easier. It won't feel so hard after a while. All right. I love you. Have a great day.